Assalamu alaikum, students. Hope all of you are fine. Today we are going to start next unit. That is unit 2, War and Peace. Topic is origami, the paper cranes of peace. It's page 28 of Oxford Progressive English. First of all, let me know how many of you have completed your homework, question answers and words meanings of revenge. And you also had to write formal and informal letter. Please raise your hand if okay. Good. Umar Nawaz. Haya. Fine. Momin. Okay. Zan. Good. Very good. Hope that you have written formal and informal letter. I just gave you ideas that you have to follow this pattern. Umar Noor Shamsi. Heather. Okay. Fine. Okay. So we are going to start next unit, War and Peace. Topic is origami, the paper cranes of peace. And it's page 28. Okay, this is the picture. It is crane picture. This crane is a symbol of long life. It is also a symbol of peace. It is a traditional story and it is believed that if you make 1,000 cranes, then one of your wishes would come true or one of your wishes would be fulfilled. It is not only a symbol of long life, but it is also a symbol of happiness, good luck, and peace. I'm going to show you further objects. Yes, these are the objects which are made by using paper, by folding paper. There's duck, elephant. So not only cranes are made, but different objects are made by folding papers. So origami is an art of paper folding. Let me show you more. Next slide. Yes, this is starfish, house. You can fold paper and then you can make it, or you can also make kites. That is very easy. So now I'm going to tell you what is origami. It is a Japanese art of paper folding and it is ancient art, ancient Japanese art of paper folding. Firstly, it began in China and then it spread to Japan by 6th century. Different materials were used to make cranes, like papers and transparency films. In the beginning, paper was used, but later on, transparency films were used. Transparent papers were used, or transparent sheets were used. It is an important part of Japanese culture, and there are two essential rules of origami that neither scissors nor glue is used in it. So it is all about origami. The paper cranes of peace. It is non-fiction. Non-fiction in real. So what is a crane? Its answer is written on page 28 of your book. After introduction, there is a purple box on page 28 and definition of crane is written. What is crane? Its meaning is written there. And there was a peace movement that was introduced by Sadako Sasaki. She was a Japanese girl. She started this movement, and the purpose of this movement was to promote a world free of war. She wanted that there should be no war in this world. And these cranes symbolize good fortune, peace, hope, and healing. Healing mean recovering during challenging times. Challenging mean difficult times. Okay, first of all, uh, I would ask one of you to read introduction of it. That is on page 28. Who will read it? Haya, unmute your mic and then you will be reading introduction. What is origami? Mute your mic, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Paragraph 1.
Who else
I can't hear you properly.
is willing?
Okay,
Okay,
moment.
moment, unmute your mic, moment. Unmute your mic, moment.
Okay, War and Peace Nonfiction Origami. Origami is the very ancient Japanese art of paper folding. It actually began in China but spread to Japan by the 6th century, since when it has become an important part of Japanese culture. Paper butterflies made for weddings to symbolize the bride and groom are just one example of the many traditional origami figures evolved over the centuries. Origamists today experiment with new materials such as film transparency and create fantastic creations from the single sheet. Schaeffer, a contemporary American origami, has created a model of the Star Trek spaceship Enterprise, which takes 72 diagrams, 11 pages of introductions, and a week to make. But all origamis abide by the two essential rules of origami. Neither scissors nor glue is to be used.
Okay, read also meaning of it. Cranes. What are cranes?
Cranes. Cranes are elegant, long-necked birds which are found in many parts of the world, particularly where they wait. As Japan is a country of islands, cranes are very common and they feature in Japanese art and legend.
Okay, thank you. Okay, in its introduction, there are two paragraphs. In first paragraph, it is told that it is an old art of paper folding. It began in China and spread to Japan. Paper butterflies is a traditional way to symbolize feelings or wishes. So this art developed over centuries. By 6th century, it started. In the beginning, origamists used papers for making different objects. But later, they used new material like film transparency. And there was an origamist who created a model of spaceship. He used 11 pages in it, 72 diagrams. 72 diagrams mean that he told that how to make this object step by step. So that's why there were 72 diagrams. How to fold next, how to make this object step by step. And it took a week to make it. As you can see on page 29, how many steps are there? There are 17 steps, 17 diagrams. And this is a paper crane. Page 29, there is a paper crane and there are 17 diagrams. And only one paper is used in it. Got it? And then in purple box on page 28, meaning of cranes and its definition is written, its details are written. Cranes are elegant, long-legged, long-necked bird. Usually, crane is a bird that is having long neck, long legs, and a long bill. Let me show you if there is a picture of crane. Yes, this is the picture of crane. This one. Beside blue object. Look at beside blue object. This is picture of crane that is called a bird. Long-necked birds which are found in many parts of the world, particularly in of islands. So cranes are very common there, and that's why they feature in Japanese art and legends. Legends mean old stories, okay? Old traditional stories. As I have told you that Paper Cranes of Peace, it is non-fiction. It is not imaginary, it is real. Okay, who will read paragraph 1 and 2? Except Momin. Students, are you not interested to read? Okay, Heather, unmute your mic.
There is a Japanese legend which says that whoever folds 1,000 origami origami cranes will live a
Origami.
long life. This legend took on a new and poignant significance in
Significance.
1955 with the death of 12-year-old girl in Japan, Sadako Sasaki, who was born in 1943. Towards the end of the World War II, in 1945, the United States of America decided to use an entirely new, untested weapon to force Japan to surrender. On 6 August 1945, a B-29 bomber dropped the world's first atomic bomb on Hiroshima, a city which had until then experienced very little conventional bombing. The atomic bomb exploded at
World's first atomic
8:15.
bomb.
The atomic bomb exploded at 8:15,
Okay.
580 meters above the city center.
Continue.
Your voice is not clear.
Continue.
Tens of thousands of people were killed instantly by the blast, and the death toll rose to between one.
Tens of thousands of people.
What?
1,80,000
And the
and
death toll rose to between 1,80,000 and 2 lakh over the following years as the terrible effect of the atomic bomb claimed the lives of hundreds of thousands of people.
okay, thank you, Heather. So in first paragraph, it is told this is a famous Japanese folktale or traditional story that has great significance in Japanese culture. And this legend is a traditional story. And in third line, there is a word significance. So G is silent here. Poignant meaning is written here if you can see on the screen. Wait. Yes. Having strong feelings. Poignant mean having strong feeling and significance mean great importance. So this story has great importance in Japanese culture. This story got popularity old girl. Students, please let me know if you're getting me or not. Is my voice clear till that moment? Okay, fine. So this story got popularity with the death of a 12-year-old girl in Japan. Two countries are mentioned here, USA and Japan, and they took actually America wanted Japan not to compete or not to have competition in the race of weapons, and Japan should not make weapons. Actually, America wanted Japan that Japan should not make weapons But these two countries they wanted to be an atomic power. So that first untested weapon was dropped there on Hiroshima. It thousands of lives were affected. Its radiations were so strong that the people who were victim of it could not survive. And Sadako Sasaki was one of the girl who could also not die. And the death rate that is told here, it is 1,80,000 to 2 lakh. So it affected the lives of 1,80,000 after effects. Okay, paragraph 3, you will read paragraph 3.
Frames symbolize good, fortunate, peace, hope, healing during challenging times.
Where from are you reading? Paragraph, it's paragraph 3. Then it's paragraph 3. Just one of these victims was Sadako Sasaki. She was a
Just one
healthy,
of these victims was Sadako Sasaki. She was a healthy, athletic,
athletic,
and lively child until one day when she was practicing
practicing
practicing for a big race. She was overcome by dizziness and
dizziness,
collapsed. Dizziness and collapsed. She was found to be suffering from
leukemia, leukemia,
cancer of blood, uh, and direct result of conti-
contamination,
contamination by the atomic bomb, which she was just 2 years old. Nowadays, many kinds of childhood leukemia
curable, curable.
are incurable, but in Japan in the 1950s, it was called the atom bomb disease and known to be fatal.
Okay, thank you. Okay, the word leukemia is used here. It is a disease, a cancer of blood, a blood cancer. Another word in third line is used, that is collapsed. Collapsed mean fell down. So this is a story of that girl who was 2 years old and whose name was Sadako Sasaki. Sasaki. She was a healthy, athletic. She was energetic and lively child. One day when she was practicing race, she felt dizziness and she got unbalanced and fell down. And later on, her family came to know that she was suffering from leukemia. Leukemia was a direct result of contamination by the atomic bomb radiations of the. It was the result of the radiations of atomic bomb. Sometimes in nowadays this disease is curable, leukemia is curable. But in Japan in 1950, it was known to be fatal. It caused death. It was not as curable as it is today. Okay. Okay, Heather, next time you will show it. Heather is saying that he has made an origami crane. Next time you will show it, you can also make other objects. Like you can make starfish, you can also make elephant, or there are many objects if you search on internet, so there will be many objects as I have shown you pictures in the beginning. You can make a house, you can make a duck, flowers. So by using computer sheet, you can use computer sheet for it, and you can make different objects. Okay, so we'll continue now. We'll continue with paragraph 4. Who will read paragraph 4? Umar, Umar Noor Shamsi, please read paragraph 4. Umar, unmute your mic.
Sadako
I
was
have
an
students, 7 minutes are left.
Sada- Sadako was an extremely courageous little fighter. More than anything else, she wanted to recover and run races once again. Her best friend told her about the legend which said that anyone who folded 1,000 paper cans would be granted a wish, and Sadako's wish would be to live a long life.
Live a long
She
life.
believed would be to live a long life.
Live a
She
long life.
believed live a long life. She believed that every can she folded rested a wish, and so she used every scrap of friends alongside her in the hospital died. She kept on folding, but
Every
never
scrap of
happened again.
paper, you have skipped one line. Every scrap of
Folding, but
paper
her
we have put down.
but never happen again. There should be no more bombs of or wars. Her wish was for peace, so that neither children
Neither
or
children
adults neither
should
children
ever
or
suffer.
adults should ever suffer and die
And
like this again.
okay, because time is short, so I'm going to explain it to you. She was a courageous little fighter and she wanted to recover. One day, her best friend told her a story that if any false, the word legend is used here. Legend means traditional story. So the story was told by her best friend. She said that if anyone folds 1,000 paper cranes, one of his or her wishes would come true or would be fulfilled. She believed in it. Sadako Sasaki believed in it and wished for a long life. Firstly, she wished for a long life. She took piece of paper, folded them to make cranes, and during that time, her friends who were also being treated in that died. But at that time, she did not lose courage. She kept on folding papers. But after the death of friends, her wish changed. Now her wish was to promote peace in the world. Firstly, she wished to live a long life, and later on, her wish changed, and that was to promote peace in the world. She thought that this kind of cruelty should be stopped. Here's a word is used here in third last line of paragraph 4, atrocity. Atrocity mean cruelty. Cruel, say cruelty should be stopped. This kind of cruelty should be stopped. There should be no bombs, no wars, so that neither children nor adults can suffer and die from it. Okay, paragraph 5. I'm going to read paragraph 5 because time is short. Sadako managed to fold 644 cranes. Now she made 644 cranes before she could fold no more because she died on 25th October 1955. Her classmates and family folded the remaining 356 cranes to bury with her. So, what did her classmates and family do later on after the death of Sadako? They made 356 cranes later on, and those were buried with her. But her tremendous courage and hope had been an inspiration to all who came to know of her paper folding. People were inspired of her. Her friends were determined that she should be remembered. Her friends decided that she should be remembered and her wish be fulfilled. Her wish would be fulfilled. And young people from all over Japan, they contributed money for this project. Young people from all over Japan contributed money for this project, which would ensure that Sadako would never be forgotten. So the project, they had to made a project, and that was this monument, this statue of Sadako holding a golden crane that was unveiled in Hiroshima Peace Park, as you can see in the picture. This is a picture on page 31. This is a statue of Sadako. She is holding a golden crane overhead. Crane is overhead. And it is in Hiroshima Peace Park. So all those children, her classmates and friends, they wished that she would be remembered. The wish of the children who worked for this project is inscribed at the bottom of the statue. So what is written at the bottom of the statue? These three phrases are written at the bottom of statue. This is our cry. This is our prayer. Peace in the world. So what is their prayer? Their prayer is peace in the world. Then paragraph 6. Today the origami cranes have become a symbol of the wish for peace. People from all over Japan and the world fold paper cranes and send them to Sadako's monument. This is the monument, peace monument, which you can see in the picture. Across the road from Sadako's peace monument is the flame of peace. It will be distinguished only when all nuclear weapons have been eliminated from the earth. Today it is still burning. Last three sentences are important. Across the road from Sadako's peace monument, there is a flame of peace. It means it is still burning. It will be extinguished mean it will be put out only when all nuclear weapons from the world will be eliminated. Eliminated mean it will be ended, taken out, finished from that. When there will be no nuclear weapon in the world, then this memorial of Sadako Sasaki and the flame of peace will stop burning. But today it is still burning. Okay, it is also having a hidden meaning because weapons are still being used and people are dying. So that's why it is said that today it is still burning because there is a war of nuclear weapons. People are dying, their houses are burning, weapons are still being used. Okay, So So the wish of Sadako Sasaki was to get peace in the world, and she wished that world should be war free. There should be no war in the world. There should be no bombs, and there should be peace.